Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Echo. 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 I'm aware, but there's an 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 echo. So where's this coming from? So where's this coming from? So where's this coming from? Okay, so OBS is doing it? That's weird. Why is OBS recreating my sound stuff? Hmm. Because I can see here, it's coming from my OBS channel. So is it actually OBS that's doing it? Because I can't just mute everything. So like I sound fine now, and I'm not, it's not happening. But then it's just for some reason, uh, it's like something something is going through that channel. No, no, it shouldn't be. But let me double check some of these things. See, there was a big update. This is what I get. This is what I get for updating stuff. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So is there anything else? Desktop audio? No, that shouldn't be it. Let me change that to, I don't know. By the way, what's up everyone? This is Coffee with Solitude. Do. Totally out of order, but right now I'm just trying to figure out technical thingamajigs that weren't happening when I just before I started broadcasting. So it's kind of odd. Let me change that to this. Does that change anything? Actually, how about this? Nope, not that. Okay. I finally got lucky. Had Tuska Manoroth finally drop lots of. Nice. Very nice. I want to know what device this is. Something is making shit play. And I don't know what it is. But something is using this channel. It might be OBS, which would be very odd. And yeah, it could be that because that's the only thing that I updated. I just can't figure it out. Well, I have a Band-Aid on right now. I'm just, unfortunately, you just can't hear, you don't able to hear anything coming from OBS for right now. So no Bob songs, sorry. Boo. But anyway, enough of that. At least the stream is like working for the most part. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has had a pleasant weekend. Depending on where you live, it was a weird weekend out in the real world, but we're not there now. All right, we're here, where everything is like nice and peaceful, at least so far in WoWland. Yesterday, they announced the announcement. Blizzard sent out they put out an announcement that they are going to be at Gamescom this year, and they are going to reveal Midnight. They're also so they're going to make a spectacle of it. So there's going to be a reveal. There's going to be like interviews and previews and blah blah blah, and it's way too expensive to go. Damn. I was looking at tickets and I'm like, so how much to go over there? Wow. Okay. And we still want to go to Japan this year. So I have a feeling that, yeah, I ain't gonna go. It'd be really cool to go because I've never been to Europe or Germany or Gamescom. So it would be neat to go. I'm not counting on Blizzard reaching out to be like, hey, dude, you want to come? We'll fly. I'm not counting on that this time around. I got my thing this year, so I'm on. As far as I know, I'm on cooldown. I ain't gonna trip over that. But that means throughout that week, we're gonna be on deck. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be ready to react and quickly produce stuff and pump stuff out. So that's gonna be fun. One thing I want to kind of reach out and ask though is like, hey, Blizz, can you hook some of us up and like let us into your demo servers and stuff? Because chances are, well, I don't know, like if they were to preview player housing there on the floor, people wouldn't get that much time to mess around with it. It would feel really shit, right? Here, let me get some music going at least. It would feel really bad if people were like, okay, cool, I get my 20 minutes, 30 minutes to like try it out, and like that's it. That would kind of suck. If anything, people would want to try out like the new zones and all that stuff. But yeah, it's it would still be cool though if we were able to get access to that demo at home. That'd be very neat. Our servers reset? Yes, they're reset. They're up. They seem to have been up like a little bit early, so we're good to go. Let me say hi to people. I think my chat is still working at least. What's up to Dragon? You're the first person to say hi. Hey. What's up to Mr. Chungus, to Arcadius, and Puddle Jumper, and Peter, and Andy, to Grim, to Game Time Chumps, to Jongren, and to My Shoe, also to Thumper and Ghosty. I think Faye's already said, but it's all good. And I hope you guys are having a good one. All right, so let me actually read stuff now. All right, see you. Okay, OBS. My main Blood Elf is sporting them, but it doesn't exactly match up with my Scarlet Crusade look. Well, so here's what I sport on my Tussa Manaroth stuff. Hold on. So I sport like this very obvious orc cosplay. So here's what I sport. Now this is me wearing, this is me using plate. So if you don't wear plates, well, I got nothing for you. But I use this matching set because the colors go good. It fits the theme. I love the shield. Yeah. Sing for us while you play. Do. Roll a Magar for them shoulders. There's that too. There is their heritage then. Can't get Gorehowl to drop. Gorehowl drops off of Dawn of the Infinite, right? Don't remind me of Errol. Your pumpkin charges in my city now, and because of him, my normal 30 my night work takes 3 times as much. Bummer. Oh, there's a lookalike Gorehowl. I did not know that. So why would they give me that access? I mean, they brought me to Boston, so yeah. And I have had access to demo servers before. That's why. Precedence is frankly why. I mean, if they don't, I'm not gonna, what can I say? Oh no, don't you know who I am? No, I'm not gonna be like that. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But you miss the shots you don't take. You know what I mean? So you might as well give it a go. Newest player here, just hit endgame 626. What should I be doing? Kind of lost at the moment. You want to ask yourself, Thuggalo, like, what it is you want to do. Do you want to, like, gain immense power? Do you want to, take on, like, the toughest dungeons, the toughest raids? Do you want to take on more difficult stuff? Do you want to create a coalition of players who are like-minded, start your own, like, static group or a guild? Do you want to be pretty? Do you want to collect fun stuff like mounts and toys and blah, blah, blah? There's a lot you can do. And I'm actually working on a write-up where I talk about what WoW players do to not get bored, I guess, for lack of a better term. What can WoW players do to not get bored? Because every couple months or so, we get a new patch, we get a new season or expansion or whatever, and gamers will consume the things that were fed, and not every gamer will take what is provided and create something for themselves, as in to take these to take these features and make some sort of like sandboxy thing to entertain them. This is obviously a script in progress, but not a lot of people do that. A lot of folks they just look at like the patch notes and the feature things and be like, yep, that is WoW, that is how I consume it. This entertains me, this does not entertain me, and that's it. Whereas other people, they take some of the features of the evergreen systems or whatever you want to call it, and they create something for themselves. So I'm trying to make examples of how players are entertaining themselves. It's not just, hey, collect everything and get all the achievements and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's one thing, and it's said a lot. But there are other ways to experience the game in kind of different ways to create your own sort of replay value. Anecdotally, I think of way back in ancient days when I was just playing like on the SNES and all that, and I would play like Japanese RPGs. Actually, they weren't Japanese RPGs at the time, they were just RPGs, you know what I mean? And so I would play him, and then I'd replay him, and then I'd replay him, and I'd replay him, because mom ain't gonna buy me games like every day or whatever, you know. And so I recall, like, I would just play different ways. I would focus on one character, or I wouldn't focus on getting like crazy gear, or I would max everything out before I move on to a next area. And that's something you can do in WoW. You can do it with leveling, you can do it with gearing, you can do it with like whatever the hell you feel like. So I want to try to like mouth off different ways or different methods people use. There's a series that's blowing up where there's a dude who is he's stuck in Elwyn Forest, and he gave himself this challenge that he can't leave Elwyn Forest until he makes enough gold to earn a WoW token. Cool. Huge on YouTube, totally blew up. And at the same time, you know, other folks might look at something like that. Like, I look at that and I'm like, you just gather, dude. Just gather and don't stop. That's really it. But the dude made it interesting because he was exploring all these different ways and all these different things he was picking up and farming for, experimenting, finding out what's right. And of course, again, I'm like, just gather, stop wasting time, gather, sell stuff, done, boom. But it's still entertaining. But more importantly, he's entertaining himself. He's just kind of taking us along for the ride. Hardcore WoW stemmed from something like this too. You know, people were like, "Oh, I'm just going to level a different way. I'm gonna pretend I only have one life, or I'm going to set all these rules for myself. I'm going to make it so I only use common weapons. You know, I don't use anything else, and I'll just deal with it. You know, and if I die, then I die. That's my one life, whatever." They called it Iron Man back then, and you know, maybe some people still do, but you know, that was the kind of vibe back then. Let me get caught up with chat. It's a wonder your skinny ass blood elk can move in all that hardware. Hey, you just get used to it. You did Dawn of the Enchanted 40 times. Ugh, 40 times. You know, next expansion, Jargon, the legacy loot will kick in. So your chances for stuff to drop will be higher. We don't know what's going to happen next week, though. Next week they're talking about that whole collector's buff or whatever. I don't know if that's going to apply in dungeons or in expansions where legacy loot is not enabled yet, and it's not enabled for Dragonflight yet. Kara drops the original. Oh yeah. There's pet battles. There's roleplay is something that totally sails over my head, but I at least want to talk about that. You know, what do people do for roleplay? But I want to like do some research and like explore that a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. It's just a question of like, you know, ask yourself first before you ask others. Like, hey, what do I do? What do you want to do? So, IRP when I get bored. Gold making is another big one. You know, gold making, the way I look at it, gold making, it's like putting on tinted lenses, and you look at WoW a totally different way because you have a totally different goal. You're just trying to make gold. It's just, how do you want to do it though? Going for your third Shadowmourne? Why are you going for a third one? Sad how useless guilds are. They provide nothing for the game. No guild housing, no guild fortress awards, no guild dungeon, no other guild perks or incentives. It doesn't bring peeps together. I 1000% disagree, Kel. If I was not in a guild, I would not be enjoying this game. Straight up. I would not be enjoying this game if I was not in this guild and running it. And I barely run it. It just happens to be a coalition of people who are together, and I like do a little bit of managing here and there to make sure that, you know, the cats don't fight, whatever. But to say they're useless, no way. Absolutely not. They are as useful as much as you care about having and cultivating a guild. Yeah. And if you don't care, then that's totally fine. If you want to live in the pub room, you know, it's not something I'd want to do. There are certain challenges that come with pugging. Can't do it. There are certain challenges that come with guilds because you have to deal with people. And you got to deal with people after the run's over. They're still there. You're still in like their vicinity. They're still in earshot. So you can't just talk shit about them and be like, oh man, they're like literally the worst, super trash DPS, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to play with them again. You know, and that's something that people don't want to handle. Are there guild perks though? Absolutely. No, actually, there aren't. But the perk is the perk for me. I always have something to do. Tuesday and Thursday nights. You know, set schedule kind of thing. That's me. I'm a routine sort of person. But there's always something to do. There's always going to be people on to like do stuff. Tonight, when I tell tonight during the run, I'm going to remind myself, hey guys, I want to finally get back into keys. So who's with me? And people will raise their hands and I'll have a group. I don't have to worry about being declined for runs or having to like do well. Otherwise they'll get mad at me or kick me or whatever. That's not going to happen. Because I run the goddamn guild. And I'll always have a spot. I've been investing for so long that I've grown accustomed to it. Yeah, there's that. There are those actual perks too. Your Hearthstone's faster, mail between guild mates is like instant, that sort of stuff. So, to me, the perks of being a guild are soft. They're social. You know, you get those social perks. What am I doing again? It's reset day. I'm going to do a duo thing. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a mount and a staff transmog to pick up. Woo woo, riveting. All right, so I don't know what's gonna happen the week after though, or the upcoming week, because we're running out of vendor stuff. Like I think like this one and this one are like the last things we can get, and I don't know if there's like much else to get after that. But oh wow. Let's see if this bug still works. Let's go. Having a cozy group that has set times to do content, most importantly separate the potential drama, is the idea. Absolutely. Well, I would say like guilds, they're vulnerable to drama because you're still stuck with like the same people over and over again. And if things get bad, they can get really, really bad. You know, it's never a great thing to see like your guild break up or collapse or whatever. That's never cool. But I'd still definitely prefer this over the Pug World. Yeah. Well, the fact that I can switch to 19 for a reason, I'm not pissing people off being in a raid guild. I mean, we have rules. Like I try to discourage people from switching to different characters all willy-nilly throughout progression. But then once progression's done, I'm like, hey, yeah, do whatever you want, guys. Like, let's just have a good time and whatever, bring whatever you feel like. In a few short weeks, actually, I'm going to declare, all right, it's time for our meme runs. So I'm going to have everyone show up as I'm going to do a run without healers. I'm just going to rely on the Cersei Circlet and the belt to like just take us all the way through. I'm gonna have an all paladin run. I'll do some fun shit. The one thing that I haven't started planning for yet, unfortunately, is the guild race. I'll typically do a certain race, and I haven't found the good route here in Khazalgar, unfortunately. Kind of sucks, but I've been trying. I just haven't been successful at creating for myself a bastard race that will drive people insane. So finally got the long strange. Hey, nice. You missed. So was it just the I guess the Midsummer obviously is the one you were missing? Nice. I'm ready for the Greedy Emissary event. I'm looking forward to it. What do I think of the mounts shown for the 11-2 raid? I haven't really looked at them. I'm not a big mount person, Jogrin. Is that how I should pronounce it, by the way? Jogrin? Is the J like a hard J? Or is it like a soft one, like a Jogrin? You'll have to help me out on that. Yeah, I'm not a huge mount person, so I'm like, okay, cool, there's mounts. Someone pointed out that there's like over 24 actual mounts, but only 7 of them are actually unique, which is like, okay, you know, a bunch of recolors, but that's how it goes. So cool, there's 7 unique mounts. Yeah. It's meant to be like Yagar. I don't know what that means either. I'd say I want to have the Mythic Void Puff, the Magic Dragon they showed. I remember seeing that one. That one looked cool. Hold on's when I thought I did, but I guess I did not. Yeah, my shield collection is going quite well. I finished getting the Dark Iron stuff just over the weekend, which was very awesome. So now that's like out of the way. So like here's where I'm at on shields. So I'm getting there. The next thing I want to work on, maybe after this, I'll do a little bit of like, I'll see what PvP things I can do, so I can try to get like these 2 shields eventually. But then I'll also need to do RBGs. But I'm gonna wait on that, I think. I mean, I guess I can try doing it now so I can like get used to like what the hell it is that we're supposed to do. But I might wait. Cause I'll need like a season to do it. So, where's the kickable thing? Yo. Oh, there it is, okay. Wait, stop hitting me. I'm trying to move stuff. There we go, okay. What are my favorite shields right now? I think the ones that I've been using the most are the ones that are similar to the Lord of the Rings shields. Those look really cool. But I actually really like the vibe of the sword shield combo that we get from Undermine. Like it's the one that I'm sporting right now. So like this set right here, like to me the colors, between the colors, the trench coat and all that, it just fits good. It's fun. But that's but I'd say outside of that one, the Lord of Run shields are like my kind of go-to. Oh yeah, I should kick these things together and actually fight on them. Ooh, not too much. No, that's good enough. You know, that's all right. Ben Parsha's the bulwark fast enough, obviously, but the shield from Uldir and Absalom's bulwark. The shield from Uldir. Oh, those look cool, dude. I love the Titan vibe on that one. Nah, I know where you're coming from with those. The Uldir ones are cool. They're low key, really awesome. The sword too. The sword's very cool. The axe and all that too. Yeah, big fan. Good taste. Good taste. I like the red fallen crest from Dreadlords and Sepulchre. The one that's kind of like the scarlet one. Yeah. Now, the bulwark is cool. It's like, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, that's like crazy. But then at the time, you know, I was just a Karazhan raider. Anyone from that day? Like, I was just a Kara raider. Like, that was it. Our guild, we were laid low. We were humbled. We just couldn't handle, or we couldn't maintain a 25-man roster. We couldn't even take down like anything as a 25-man guild. So we just stuck to 10s. But anyway, when I first saw that shield, I was like, oh damn, crazy. But you know, there's no way I'm gonna get it. But then that's when I started to like be like into getting all the shields, even before transmog became a thing. So like when one of my favorites early on was the Barricade of Eternity, if I recall correctly. I think that's the name of it. That one came from Malagos, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, so that was a Malagos shield. That one was cool. And I supported that one for a long time as, like, okay, I'm not raiding, I'm not doing whatever, I'm gonna switch to this set for me just like walking around town. You know, because that was the only way you could really do it back then. That was all you could do. Nothing beats the shields from Battle Dazara lore. Dazara lore. There are two types I recall. One of them was like, you know, kind of a big golden looking shield. The other was like this kind of like triangular, feathery kind of looking one. Something like that. Oh, what's that? Wait, oh, no, this is different from the mecha that I fought. Okay, so are there any other... Yeah, what's that bowl? Is that like a thing that I can actually do something with? I don't know. Oh, whatever. You got stuck on Hyjal, which was coming back. Oh, Hyjal was brutal. You know, back when server communities were like actually a thing, you know, I would pay attention to what other guilds were doing and, you know, their progression and all that stuff. And on my old server, Anderhall, I saw a lot of guilds breaking up because they just couldn't get past Hyjal. Yeah, so not a lot of folks made it to Black Temple on my realm. Meanwhile, I was just like, yep, we're gonna be doing our heroics every day, guys. Who wants to go to Slave Pens? Slave Pens was that was my house. Like, player housing. I know I'm bringing up player housing all of a sudden, but that was my first player housing experience. I lived there. I knew that place inside and out. Ooh. Oh, right. I'm finding, what's his name? Garglemar. Yeah, this guy sucks. The only one that I have trouble with, because he does a Mortal Strike debuff that eventually stacks to max, or, you know, eventually prevents all healing, which, you know, guess what? That kind of sucks. Oh, more gears. Gears. Just want to take down Watchkeeper though. This guy's bad news. One feather one looks so good. I only have the heroic one. Oh, not my flavor though. I see where you're coming from. Not my vibe. Actually, you know, to be honest, I'd be lying if I said I even had like a specific vibe. It's cool just having so many of them. It's like the cool spawning lava elementals. Is it like an Aphids? I have no idea. But it's over there, and I want to fight inside the score area. So, never mind that. Bow Reaper safety restrictions are offline. Yeah, I wanted to like this. I wanted to like this event, but at least as a tank, it's really dull. I'm just like I'm just tanking. I'm just holding. Are you the last one? You might be the last one. I want a shield that looks like the ones the Blood Off Honor Guards have. Hey, we'll see what happens at midnight. How much time are we going to be spending in Silverman? That could be a cool opportunity. Blood Elf expansion. Can't wait. It's been a long time since we've mowed down scores and scores of Blood Elves. Since BC, that is. First tier I ever tanked for raid was tier 11. Cho'Gall hit so hard compared to anything in Wrath. Good times. Child's Play compared to today's content. That was fun though. Oh, my score sucked. That tier was fun because of the whole mind control kind of thing. I definitely recall when someone would get MC'd, the guild strategy was kill them immediately. It was just like a death sentence. Hey, I got Titan disc fragments from that. That's cute. Alright, let's get out of here. Have you had the chance to do the lore walking yet? I found it a really enjoyable way to dive into lore. I have not, actually. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, hey, that's a feature that I can do anytime. I can take advantage of it while it's there, or take it for granted. So I just haven't gotten around to it yet. No reason why, just happened. I only did like one of them on the PTR, just to get an idea of like what's going on. Like, okay, that's neat. So yeah, I'll get around to it. Oh, a measure of average item level. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. That's actually a neat one to have. So where's the podium thing? Gotta put it somewhere though. Put it there. So, like, this is something that people will want to lord over others. Item level. And of course, I'm going to be the only one sporting it because I'm the only one who's psycho enough to do this event. Ah. Okay, so high score. Oh, how do I do the thing? So measure something from the last game. Score per score per item level? I don't know how that I don't know what that means. So yeah. Oh, I thought it was just straight up item level that I'd show. Measure a high score. No. Last score. Oh yeah, that's boo. Blizz, give me item level. That would be so much better. It was just this here. There will be more stories to come. There should be more. Someone had found a fourth one that has to do with Blood Elves and the Sunwell, I think. Spoiler alert. Is it DPS SSL as well? Oh, bummer. Alright, let's see if this guy wants me to do work. Oh yeah, and then there's the Delve stuff. I should get my little upgrade thing. So what do I do this time? I need to acquire 4 faulty Titan devices and then complete a Delve. Okay, I can do that. So if I can implement anything to the game, what would that be? Player, how? Not that. That's a good question, Kel. Because I'm like the hunter without the hunt. Like, what's next? What's next? What's the next thing that I should obsess over, guys? Guys and girls. If I can implement anything into the game, what would that be? Anything. Anything, dude says. I want to convert gold into real money, into my bank account. Imagine how that would disrupt the game. This would no longer be a game. That'd be what that would be so damaging. But hey, you asked, so yeah. Convert gold into real money. Like, just it'd be like Bitcoin farming, but it's not. It's just gold farming. That would be funny. All right. So let's get this upgrade thing. So where am I going? Let's see. Overcharge thing. Can't see it from up here. Okay, it's not Fungal Folly, right? Fungal Folly is not one of them. Nope, so never mind that one. There's this one. And then where else? Same one. Side street. Yup. Side street, here we go. Not what I expected, but fair enough. I mean, anything is a very broad term. I would say, like, ooh, I want to be able to, like, you know, anything. Yeah, anything is so broad. I would want to get things that just enrich me. You know? That and with player housing becoming a thing, I don't know. What more could I want so far? I obviously haven't put enough thought into it. More emotes like the lean? I'd love to have that. I mean, if I had to choose one thing, I don't know what I would choose. But I can give you a list of stuff that I would love to have. I would love to have, like, way more emotes in the game. You know, we got the lean one. That's cool. It's cool. It's neat. I appreciate it. Give me like 1,000 more, dude. Give me like way more. I mean, what the challenge with adding emotes is that, especially at this stage of the game, there's like so many races, and so they need to create new animations for like each and every one, you know, and there's a bit of challenge to that, perhaps. It's not something that I would say like, oh, you know, Blizzard should be afraid of doing something like this. You know, just fucking do it. Oh yeah, that's right, I can do upgrades. I have not been working this, by the way. So I guess I'll do that, and that. Oh, it sucks that I'm kind of stuck having to work this talent, and then I can get to like the fun stuff. But oh well, whatever. Not a big deal. We're doing an 11. We're doing this one. Let's go. So I need 4 faulty Titan directives. So basically kill everything, right? That's really it. You don't have it maxed yet? No. I'm not I mean, doing this would help for my alts, for sure. But as for like me, I don't need to do this. Or I don't need to trip over maxing out this tree. I already have the power that I want. It's the healing one that, you know, that you get by default. So plus I personalized by class and race. Imagine a blood troll warlock or the blood demon pet. Oh, you know what I want? It's not even realistic, but you know what I want? I want a 2-handed shield. I want paladin tanking to switch from you know, sword and board to having 2 shields, or a big honking 2-handed shield. Oh shit! Don't die. Yep. Since we're in the realm of fantasy right now. I put myself in a bad spot, huh? There's a good chance I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Let's see. What can I... Am I gonna get another one? Okay, I got my bonus life. Bless. Give me another one. One more. Nope. That's it for me. Okay. During the transit, other players could attack you to... Wait. I think it would be real cool if they added something like a caravan trading job thing where you buy goods in one city and walk slowly to another city and sell the goods with profit. That'd be kind of fun. Kind of like an escort quest, but not really an escort quest. But that'd be kind of neat. Try to get rid of stuff. As usual, inventory is awful, awful, awful. Good enough. All right, so what did I get from that? I got one faulty directive thing. So many more to go. What will you do if Blizzard makes warriors have 2 shields? Oh, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed, but I wouldn't roll a warrior because more than anything, like what I love about being a paladin is being able to play the support tank. And warriors, they have some very awesome tools, but I want to be able to heal. Yeah. That's a big one. Warriors make more sense. I wouldn't be so opposed to the idea of paladins being able to do like the Diablo 3 Crusader and have a two-handed weapon with their shield. But to me that's kind of boring too. I would much rather have a giant shield or 2 shields. I mean, you say that a warrior with 2 shields makes more sense, but I mean, dude, warriors don't have an Avenger shield. They just hold it up like a noob. Paladins have like the finesse. We got style, baby. But that's where I'm going from with that. Oh, this hurts. Oh, now we're gonna see what really hurts. Let's go. Oh yeah. 200 shield. Here we go. This I'll die on that hill. Hey, we got player housing eventually. But player housing is actually wanted. No one gives a shit about dual wielding shields. But I'm gonna rep it. Someone's got to. I picture Diablo and the 9 Lords of Hell who never truly die, cruise over to our world and fill the void left in the burning region by defeat of Sargeras. Meanwhile, Sarah Kerrigan leaves us Earth to return the void. Make the world more active, other things to do outside of endgame like Mythic Plus and raiding. I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of things you can do. I would like to see more. And I was talking about this earlier about what people do to avoid from getting bored in WoW. At max level, I would say like gold making is one big part. That's a huge thing, I think. But something that I've also long critiqued is that while a lot of folks are like, hey, we need more to do in WoW than just endgame and blah, 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 that's a noble sentiment. I'm behind you on that. However, for the past 20 years, we've been farming for the same stuff. Power level, transmog, pets, titles, achievements, same shit. Player housing is going to change that up because now we're going to have something more tangible to do with these new kinds of rewards. That's going to feel endless. So I feel like that in itself is going to change the game a lot. The conversation of, hey, what can we do outside of raids and Mythic Plus and stuff? That is cool again, but it ends up leading to the same shit. Warriors have shield charge. That's cool. So, hey, okay, how about this? How about warriors get the 2-handed shield and paladins get the dual wield shields? All right. Can we work with that? But you know what? Warriors wouldn't be happy with that. You know what warriors want? They want fucking gladiator stance again. That's what they want. I'm pretty sure for them, fuck everything. Just give them glad stance and they will be sated. They'll be happy. And then we return to the conversation of, well, I think paladin should have a big ass 200 shield. Be stuck with a class reveal? It feels like it's time, right? It's been a little while. But I wonder if they're going to force it, or if they're going to wait until Last Titan. I think Last Titan is the more appropriate time for a new class to pop in. But that's just my that's just a prediction of mine. Pally's willing swords bothers me. I think that's a gameplay thing, actually. There's a gameplay reason why they let paladins use swords. And it's mostly because, well, that would totally fuck up itemization. It would make it feel like really janky. It's like, oh, sorry, paladins can't use swords. They can only use maces and axes. Bummer. So this raid that drops, you know, they would be forced to have a mace or whatever drop from every raid or dungeon, you know, where the itemization is needed, which is like, okay, but it feels kind of extra. Because then it would feel like, oh, okay, there's just going to be like this overabundance of one-handed strength weapons that, oh, we gotta have the mace for the fucking paladin. That sort of thing. So I get what you're saying. I think it's just a gameplay design decision why paladins use swords. So. Can you do this week's overcharge quest on tier 1? Sure can. Shaman's already got 3 shields. Smart. Clever. Come here. Good enough. Wow. Last chapter of Dragonflight was a perfect opportunity for Druids to open up all races, and they blew it. Oh, is it because they didn't develop anything and they just created forms for every race? I don't know, like what about Emergisol would have been Druid centric? I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, I don't know. How's the situation with buying boosts for gold is allowed with the change of the terms and conditions, any faction, any realm? Yeah. Yeah, like you can't advertise wherever you like. You can't advertise across servers, if I recall correctly. Yeah, you can do it. If anything, Dragonflight was a great opportunity for them to do paladins for all races, because they straight up had the quest line that introduced a new paladin order. So I'm very surprised that that wasn't a thing. Druids, I don't quite see, actually. Okay, there's a rare somewhere around here. I think I finished the quest, didn't I? Yes. All done. Now I just need to... Oh, I've never done any of the gold piles. I didn't click on shit this entire delve. Whoops. My bad. But no, I know I was being a little facetious there, but like the big thing for Druids isn't about... I think it's less about the theme and more about they need to make like a whole bunch of forms particular for each race. That's huge. It would be an injustice if when they finally decide to include Druids for all races, they didn't provide new forms.
that would feel shitty. It'd feel cheap. Like, oh, so those other races that they got the special treatment, but us, oh, we just get like generic forms or whatever. That wouldn't feel great. Like when they do it, Blizzard's got to deliver. So I'm a little surprised they don't just like do it piecemeal. Like, hey, let's just do what we can and release them as we go. Fuck the lore. You know, just be like, hey, we opened up a druid school. And you know, we slowly started to bring people in, and so hey, here's the first one, blood elves, yay, and then they just kind of go from there. You know, hey, new patch or something like that. Hey, we got some new forms or something like that. What sucks with that though is for every race that is revealed, everyone else who represents or who's fanning for like their race that they don't get it, they're gonna get mad as shit. So I get that too. So might as well just make everyone suffer equally. And then when the time comes, just bam, it's like in for everybody. Thematically might not make sense. It's like, oh, they did it in midnight? Okay, that's kind of weird, but hey, they did it. So you think they'll do paladins for all races at midnight? It's between paladins and shaman. Like paladins feel like they're closer because they got the story. You know, the story for that was written. They just need to just do it now. Mechanics of all druids is kind of daunting. I'll give you that. I mean, I would love for it to be a thing. It's just that's like the big challenge. I think it's easier to create a bunch of different chargers, paladin chargers for the different races. I think it's easier to do totems for the different races. Druid forms though, ooh man, that's tough. That's tough. There's a lot that would need to go into that, and I'm definitely looking forward to what they end up busting out. Woo. Goblins have living green energy. Like, I want to see freaking Transformer Mechanome druids, dude. I know I joke about that one a lot, but it's hard to not see that. Work out better if they update the already established forms like Night Elf's bear form and Troll cat form. Another update for them? I mean, if they could do all of it at once plus updates, right? That'd be awesome. But you know, assuming that there's going to be like kind of a budget, you know, they have to pick and choose their battles. I'd hold off on, you know, updated forms for the already existing druids and, you know, work on making forms for everybody. It's like, yo, y'all had your form, you all had druids for like years and years and years. You'll get your updates soon enough. I need to look around for a thing too, wave scrambler or something. Mechanome cat form will be that Mecha Tiger looking thing from Mechagon. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of those too. Overcharged Delver. Yeah. Oh, is this a redeployment module? What's that? Oh, this is the Hearthstone. Let's see how this looks real quick. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I get a whole Titan platform gear thing. Hey, a bounty. Nice. Lucky me. And another pet. Woo woo. Alright. So let's do... Oh. I'm not even using my gilded for anything anymore. I mean, what could I do? I could do a ring. No, not gonna do a ring. No, there's nothing left. Oh, my bad. I totally forgot to put my gear back on. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to get. Oh well. Actually, I think I'll hearth. Hold on, where's that thing? Yeah. That one's all right. Actually, the player hasn't to be a goldsmith when they first announced it. Rent would have been crazy, and would definitely help the economy. I don't know if it's going to be a... Well, we don't know, actually. One thing that I'm kind of anticipating is, like, the way the housing works. You go into this layout mode, and then you can add rooms of different sizes and shapes and whatnot. I'm wondering if applying those, or at least purchasing those different room shapes and sizes, if that might have some sort of gold cost to it. Or if you need to, if you want to have, 10 rooms, do you start off with just one and then you slowly grow it because you need to spend gold to expand until we get a new one, or what? So I'm anticipating there being some gold to be spent somewhere. I don't think it's going to be at the level of the bank, though. Like the bank tabs, how that last tab costs like 2.5 million. Because that has that gives you a kind of a clear economic advantage, and this one is just cosmetic, so I don't quite see the cost being like the same. I can see it being high, but not 2.5 million. Let's turn this guy in. So just not as high as we might think it is. What do I get? I get legs. Yay. And I get a... What is it called? Titan memory card? There we go. And upgrade number 1. Oh, it's set for damage? Why is it set for damage? Oh, that's a big nerf. Down to 100k, although this tooltip still says 267. So that's kind of it's kind of mean. Oh well. Guess his computer's dying again. Ew. And you bought them from Best Buy, at least it's reputable. If you can get it to make that Oddbot transformation sound effect, you get a flood of Mechanome Druids. Oh, 100%. That's going to happen. Ugh. I gotta say, though, having my own espresso machine, I feel like a fucking king. I feel so empowered knowing that I can just make my own shit. Oh, man. This is 4 shots. I'm sipping this. This ain't for chugging. Avocado at home? Yeah, I have not made one yet. But I should like head out to the market and get some like lactate ice cream. That's like just vanilla. Try to find some heavy whip. Oh, that sounds so good right now, dude. I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait till I'll wait till next time. Yeah. Humans bear form, gorilla. Cat form is a lion. Flight form is an eagle or a griffin. Moonkin is Albert. That actually works out. Gorilla, I'm not sure. Or, guardian form now. What do you guys think? A human druid. Would a gorilla be it? Or should it be like something else? I think a different kind of bear would work. Yeah, I think a different kind of bear would work. But I guess, yeah. I don't know about gorilla. I think we can give a gorilla to someone else. I don't know if human is the right one though. Gorilla's too on point. Nah, I'm not even thinking of that. I'm just thinking a different race would be more suitable. I'm not trying to get into like some racial thing. But yeah, which one would be good? I don't know. Yeah. Everyone gets a different kind of bear. Gnomes, goblins get a mech bear. Well, like freaking Zanzalari trolls have a fucking dinosaur, right? Yeah, they have a dino butt. So I think we can explore other animals. There'd be too many people with the name Harambe. You're right. You're very right. There totally would be. By the way, thank you, Walk, for the Prime. Sorry that there's no sound for those alerts, but whatever. Ooh, a Yeti. A Yeti would be kind of cool, but who would get the Yeti? I think dwarves would get a Yeti. I don't know. Or like some sort of rock thing. A Yeti would be kind of cool, though. But then what would humans get? Would they also get a bear? I'm thinking just a different kind of bear. I know that sounds like, hey, that's cheap, man. But I can't think of anything else like decent. Alright, do I care about the... Okay, I don't really care about getting the cash. If anything, I still need some transmog stuff. But I did say I wanted to do some PvP-ish stuff. Do you think this is going to be a legendary in 11.2? On top of the artifact as well? I don't know, Zestro. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it would do much. Obtain honor and epic BGs, so I need to do epic BGs and what is the brawl again? Packed house. Okay. I'm gonna lean no to the legendary. And I'm gonna say that they're mostly gonna put their focus on the artifact. Yeah. Bannock, yeah, what's up? Maybe a bear with armor. That'd be kind of cool. An armored bear. Cause like they gotta have like a couple of different skins too, right? You know, some of them are like shared across other races and stuff. Alright, so... Yeah, I think my character's done. There's like nothing else for me to get. This is my best in slot. For the most part. It's kind of weird seeing the 626 trinket, but... whatever. that's how it goes sometimes. I guess the... what sucks is I don't think I'll ever... I won't see an upgrade for this. Like, this one... I haven't seen the one with haste pop up yet on Heroic, but we've only defeated... Well, okay, we have blown through one arm, like, not, you know, without too much difficulty. But we've only seen this thing drop so many times. Everyone has that low trinket that's too useful. Yeah, I was saying from the very start, I'm like, dude, this trinket is awesome. This thing is so good. Like, it helps so much with the damage smoothing. It's pretty, and the uptime is wild. I'm a big fan of that. We get a Leon on wall emote, don't we? Yes, yeah, it's there right now. So if I, yeah, you don't have to lean on anything. You can just. Oh no, it is with a patch, huh? Ah, damn it! God damn it, Soul. time is a weird soup, you know. Which trinket? This one, the one that I say is awesome that you don't like. Like I have this thing macroed with my wings, so I'll go kind of nuts. Like if you look at log, you'll see like just how much it ends up doing. I should go and get like the mythic one, but it's only gonna help so much. Yeah, between this one, the healing trinket. This is the weirdest one that I have, the healing trinket, because it's like, oh, I'm missing like 5,000 in my main stat almost. That's not 10%, but I'm missing a lot of main stat, or you know, whatever the hell other secondary that I can get. But I get like extra heals, so that's too awesome to pass out. He's already spreading misinformation. It's so good though. Like you'll hear people be like, "Oh, now actually, so the best in slot trinket is this and this." I'm like, yeah, well, that's if you want to do damage. Who wants to do damage? Here's some misinformation. Damage is overrated. What about for human guardian form, Acropolis like the Surrogator and Stormwind? What if their feral form was like, okay, it'd be kind of dumb, but what if their feral form was a cat? I'm sorry, it was a rat, I meant to say. That'd be really dumb, but oh well. Oh, I should put on PvP thing and trinkets. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Sakura 2.0 go. That's the one that gives the main stat, right? Yeah, that one was boring. I'm like, oh man. But they have some interesting trinkets coming from the raid. I think I saw something from the dungeon too. I'm mostly talking from the tank POV. But they had some cool stuff for tanks. I thought they were pretty neat. Ooh. Oh, everyone. Damn, all the allies are here. I don't know if we're going to do so good. Yep, I think we get squished. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ooh, goo, goo, goo. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm still alive somehow. Well, this isn't going great. Healing's overrated, please. Probably the reason why so many people voted for our card to come back to the Mythic rotation. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Which is kind of funny because it's like, you know, people will vote for the thing that they will feel more, the thing that they know. You know, we don't know for sure like how effective the raid trinkets are going to be. But here's the thing, like I remember the last time they did something like this, when we were voting for tier sets, I forgot what class it was. I think it was Druids. They voted for something, and then it's like, all right, cool, yeah, we got the OP one, woohoo! But then they also did a round of retuning, and then it got nerfed, and so just a big old feels bad moment. Like, oh, sucks to be you guys. Yeah. The front gate? You fucking kidding me, dude? That's brave, man. It's very, very brave. So yeah, voting for the dungeon based on the gear that drops, it's kind of a dubious call. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh no, I'm alone. Okay, I'm not fully alone. It is breezed. Oh no. So what are the healing ring gems again? Old Salt. I don't remember the names. Old Salt, Storm Sewer, and Mariner. Damn your many spells. I don't know if Arcane Torn actually works anymore. I don't think it does. I don't even see the dude casting. That's crazy. Oh, there's hella dudes chilling there too. Damn. Uh-oh. They're coming. Anyway. Haste and primary stat, great for everyone. If you're chumps. Damage is cringe. Damage is cringe. God. Have you tried healing them to death? Come on, man. Today I'm gonna tank strike. So I brought. I spent a little bit of time hobbling gear together for a druid. So I'm gonna pull out a balanced druid and see what happens. Why the middle? I'll take hanger. Okay. I'm a loyal sheep. I'll obey. Yeah, we're not doing anything. Oh no, we're taking stuff. Okay. We're doing our best. What? What? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this thing up and scare him. They do have boom rails. That's all funny. Ooh, slapped. Okay. You're gonna die. Oh no. Well, did my best. Oh, they're gonna. And those guys are just standing around, I guess. take anything? Nope. Oh, we're losing everything now. Great. Alright, so what was the other thing? Sparks of War is gonna, well, Spark of War quest, that only gets me like 50. That ain't shit. It's gonna be the honor that gets me like the big chunky bits of conquest. Whee! Whee! Oh. I remember before when, once upon a time, the horse knockback was way more potent than it is right now. I was able to like knock dudes off of these ledges. Ooh. Well, I'm not long for this world. Dude's calling for B-res too. And they're taking forever to take out the to take down the walls too. Sheesh. Hurry up. Alright, a few minutes until 10 o'clock, where I'm hoping and praying for a player housing block. Come on, baby. Oh god, we're totally getting crushed here. I'm dead. Alright, where are we going, my dudes? And this dude's still... There's a dude still chilling in the center. Oh, he's getting nowhere, though. Yeah, it's fucked. Let's see if anyone's hanging out at the quarry. Ooh, a rhino. That would be a cool guardian form. Yeah, I think what we need to do is just list off like all the possible guardian kinds of mobs, or guardian kinds of forms, and then see who we assign where. Warriors ready for tonight? Nice. Oh yeah, no one's here. Nice. So far, no news. I'm waiting for those dudes to like bomb us like right here. So looks like no blog post today. Bummer. No one. We are well over a month and 2 weeks, something like that, since the last player housing post. Sigh. I hope we're not going to wait another, what, 2 months until Gamescom? Oh, that's going to feel like agony, man. Where are we on this? No one's nowhere. They still haven't. Let's see. Where's the? Can I see the HP on the other side there? No, I'm not gonna be able to see it on all the way there. They're just gonna prolong the suffering. Two passes left, they say. All right. Well, I'll just do my duty here. Two more weeks and then we're maxed on raid reputation. Yep. How many dells are needed to gather 4 faulty directives? 1. Just 1. You're 18 now? I mean, we get what? Like a run speed buff and something else that I forgot. Run speed and auction house, which is like cool. It'd be way cooler if these perks were added to the outdoor version instead of just the raid. Because if they wanted to make it cool, then yeah, they should have just added it to the actual zone. Mattel gave me 3, must have missed something somewhere, thanks. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, when I did Side Street, there were plenty of mobs that were doing it. I guess the other one was, I forgot the name of the place. But you know what I'm talking about. One of my guildmates was saying that in that delve, the mobs weren't highlighted. So, some for people who paid for the Bruder Sword. No, I'm thinking about like all the other anemones that were added to the Incontinental. Like it's only added to the raid and not to the outdoor version. So, Turtle the boss room. Right. Yeah, no chance there, dude. Well, at least I got almost 10% of the honor that I need. Yeah. So, anyone here, have any of you guys been to Gamescom before? Because yeah, I don't plan on going this time around, but has anyone gone? It's supposed to be the biggest of all the gaming conventions. Doesn't mean it's the best, but it's the biggest, and that, you know, that's still enticing. It's like, ooh, still got me interested. Yeah, well, kind of like with BlizzCon. folks that do want to visit from Europe, they gotta go the distance. You know, that's a huge cost to them. So now tables are turned. I'm at 450 out on her now. Okay. Jokingly asked my wife if she wants to go to Germany for it. I was telling Dee, I was like, hey, if I get invited over, like, do you want to go? And she's like, yeah, dude, we can see castles and stuff. And that would be neat. Let's see. Back to it. I don't know how to tell you sometimes I'll do it. Well, preferably on Blizzard's dime. You know? But like the travel time, ooh, that's rough. When I was having dinner with Breach, he was talking about like this is in Boston. He was talking about like his trip over. So he wasn't there for the Saturday event. He actually landed on Saturday evening. So he was traveling for 20 some odd hours or something like that. He gets there in the evening, and it was after the celebration was over. So it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the evening. He goes to the hotel that we're all staying at. Me and a bunch of people, we were elsewhere. But he goes in, and like there's a bunch of people who were staying in that hotel in the lobby. They're like, oh, it's pretty John. He's like, and he was just traveling. He's like, oh, shit. So he was hanging out there for a little bit. By the time I got there, everyone else had left or went to bed or whatever. But no, it's rough, I'm sure. Is there a shield that I need? Yes, there is. I want to go. There's an achievement where if I get I think 2,500 honor or so, then I can get a shit. Actually, let me see where I'm at with that. All right, let me see if I can just look at it here. Not that. So here we go. Prize bulk. So I need the prized weapons of conquest. So I can get those, then I can buy these two shields. And prized weapons of conquest. So I need a lot more. Need a lot more conquest. But if I can get it, then cool. They have more fans who throw money. Oh, no, that's beside the point. I'm just thinking of I'd go if Blizzard invited me over, because then I wouldn't have to pay for plane tickets, hotel, and all that. That would be awesome. But I got Boston. I don't think I'm gonna get another freebie. All right, so let's double check one more time for news, and nope. Okay. All right, so while I'm waiting for that, what can I check? I guess I can try going for the war mode stuff. I'll look for the easy stuff. Where's the where are the quests that just give me sparks? I know there's a few of those, right? Just not today. Shit. Well, that sucks. I was really hoping that would be a thing. Oh, actually, maybe it's an Undermine thing. Yeah, let me go there first, I guess. Alright, pick dudes, hopefully get spark quests. And I can see if there's a new build too. Or, no, okay, no new build, but I did want to check out Delves. The new Delve in the patch. Alright, any Spark quests? No Sparks. Damn! I'll give this thing a few more minutes. If a queue doesn't pop, I'm gonna hop on to the Peter and see what's good. Actually, let me see what's up first. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's like there's like nothing really up here. It'd be cool if they were to add stuff. Oh, resources. This is going to be messy. Or is it? Do I say DPS is deeps too? Deeps, dipists. Yeah. Whatever works. Oh, right in the mid. Yep. Oh, I'm fucked. Is it just falling? Okay, it is falling. Yep, I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, it's a free-for-all spot. Shit. So how's anyone going to open this thing if it's a free-for-all area? Jesus. I mean, I can't click it while I'm bubbled. Figure that. Yeah. I guess it's just that's just a crapshoot. Gonna take on your warrior? Okay. Have I done the? Oh yeah, the Ahunda. Oh yeah, I need to do that. Shit. Okay, here, let's do that real quick. But more importantly, there's a shield that you can get from it that I didn't even know about. I think it was patch 10.27 when they added a shield to and some other stuff to the Midsummer vendor. I totally forgot about it. You almost never get that one from my experience unless people decide to work together. I'm sure if they like just made a party. That's all it takes, really. Yeah, I should do. I think I should spend time doing that. I've got a whole bunch of redemptions. What is a redemption? Ooh. Oh, the squat stuff. Because I can't hear anything. Oh man, that's annoying, dude. All right, while I wait. This actually feels really good. Jeez. Oh, it started already. All right, so real quick, let's do important stuff. Hey, the helmet and the tabard match. That's about it, but hey, Gotta start somewhere. Okay, so... What did we take? Oh boy. Not demos. Shit. Oh no! Damn, I couldn't even lay on hands that fast. All right. I'm enjoying a win in progress. We're winning. We have hanger. That's about it. Let's see. I think I'll try going to the refinery. Do I have a glider? I do. Broop. See? Horse works sometimes. Sucks that it's prod and resto. And a warrior. That's a real knockback. Not unlike my bitch ass horse. See, horse is okay too. Oh. Knockback wore off. Yo, you're fighting a tank and a healer. You're not gonna... We're not gonna lose here, dude. Although I don't have Bop on me. Or do I? I do have Bop on me. Okay. Too bad I bopped them already, though. Damn. But I do have my Blessing of Sacrifice available. Oh, and a lock now. Uh-oh. Down he goes. Can't have that. Oh, now there's a lot of dudes. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Can I do another knockback though? Nope, that ain't gonna work. And a druid. Sheesh. That fucking thunder shit, dude. Oh, that's busted. Then again, we're kind of peeling away a lot of their fighters, which is funny. Okay, I don't know what to do about that Aflock though. Oh no, I died. Oh, the other dude died too. Okay. Okay, we can't do 5 guys. Ooh. Burgers. Anyway. So how are we doing? Do we make good progress, I hope? I'm getting there. I'm repairing. Like, how many hundreds of thousands of gold have I saved being able to repair my own gear for the past couple of years? Oh, I got nothing. Shit. Ooh, got one. Ugh. No one's announcing how the gates are looking. It looks like we've had the hangar though, so. I'm coming for you. Brat. No. $3 gold? Saved a lot more than 3. Okay, dudes are just talking about the weather. Come on, man. Oh, these guys aren't even close to, like, bringing down the gate. Uh-oh. I'm in the middle of it. One of my guildmates is going to be late tonight. He has to take his brother to pick up his tux rental and then drive him home. Should have time, but Seattle traffic can be weird. A tux rental. Oh, those days. $33.7%. Alright, we're getting there. Slowly. Ah, I'm gonna get mowed. I'm gonna guess married. It's a bit late for prom. Prom season is long over. Going 20 in 2 weeks. I outright bought my suit. Damn. Rich. Or you just needed a new suit for a while. That was me. Wait, proms are still happening up there? Damn. What the heck kind of school schedule you guys got over there? That's pretty wild. Okay, reinforcements are clearly out here because I'm like, dudes, allies are just dropping. Ow. Damn it. Oh, I'm guessing it's weapons. Never mind. Damn it. Yeah, bring them all together. Oh. I'm doing like no damage. Ugh. Your shoes purple only costs 170 bucks. Nice. Purple suit though. Okay. Those are hard to rent. They're there, but they're very hard to rent. Oh, stopped. That's weird how proms happen after the thing. Like my nephew, he went to, you know, they did prom in the normal time, and then after graduation, then they did like a, well, it wasn't really a school trip. It was more like, okay, the class is going to go out, but they all went to Hawaii and stuff. That was cool for them. Getting married next year. Ooh. Wait, but you have a big family already, don't you? And you just haven't gotten around to getting married until now? Yeah, I just find that interesting that prom happens when school's out. Oh, boss time? I'm in the wrong part of town, dude. I don't think I'll make it. That's all. It's a long walk, dude. But I'll try it. Who knows? I'll have to go all the way around, though. Forgot I had more than one WoW running. Whoops. Talks 100-degree heat? Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I hope it's not an outdoor prom. Ugh. Prom's a weird thing. Why is that? I mean, I've grown up knowing that prom has always been a thing, so yeah. Curious what's the take. Hey, finally a hoon. That took a bit. Now I wonder, should I take my druid into... So I got one piece of cartel chip gear. But should I get more? I guess it'll help. It'll help me do better. But I'm also gonna just be leaning on the one button thing to like take me through. Had my own problem. I had to take my ex there with me because he had to register so far before the date. Oh, really? That's weird. I went to prom twice. Once was with a friend. She was an anime friend. And we liked watching anime. So I was like, hey, you want to go to prom? She's like, oh, yeah, sure. So that was fun. And then the second time was with a girlfriend at the time for her high school prom. That was fun. She spent time with a new boyfriend. Nice. Great. That's kind of lame though, that you gotta reserve, or you gotta register in advance or whatever. Because yeah, like you're saying, like what happens between now and then? It's high school, man. Anything could happen. Relationships change. You know, it's not like this commitment thing. Unless that's their way of trying to communicate that to you. It's like, you guys did not stay in a monogamous relationship. What would God say? You know, whatever. But yeah. So I didn't go to prom, but I also saved up for a new car instead. Nice. Now, when I went to my prom, it was at the time, I was I wasn't man. I was working at a tuxedo shop at the time, and so there were I basically, you know, had my own suit, or free rental basically, but I also hooked up my whole prom. I gave them like all the fat discounts and stuff, and so I had my 15 minutes of fame. All expectations to show up with a date for a start. You know, at least when I went, and this is about 45 years ago, like there wasn't a whole lot of, yeah, that expectation wasn't quite there. There were a lot of ladies that like went stag. They just went, you know, a lot of dudes that went under that just wanted to come along for like the food and just to like hang out and chill. Same thing with the ladies. They wanted to doll themselves up, but they all just hung out with each other, and like that was kind of it. My prom was at a museum, with lots of different exhibits and stuff. Like when I went, like my date and I, we went on the internet. We're like, We were dorks. We were showing each other like our websites and stuff. Like, dude, look at my website. It's like this. Like, oh, I do this, and I feature this anime stuff. So, oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, super freaking nerdy. But yeah, no, I don't buy into the whole like, oh, you gotta have, you gotta have a date and whatnot. Like, I didn't want to feel alone, and none of my other guy friends were going. So I'm like, well, I want to go, so I'll ask a friend. Yeah, so we went. One problem myself, I just moved to a new high school and wanted to see how it would go. Not very social. I just sat there, people watching until someone invited me to their conversation. So it was like, oh, that's cool. Well, that's really nice of him. Two months beforehand, you had to register, and her and I split 1 month before. It was annoying. At the same time, I had to give her my second ticket to a concert. Then I bought 2 better tickets. Haha. That's what you get, bitch. Right? Trying to remember. There was a girl like, well, I think by the time I was a senior, I wasn't crushing on this girl anymore. But before I was. And I think what, like, yeah, I forgot who she went with. I don't remember being like, oh, that bastard. Yeah, because I think I was over it by then. High school, man. High school. Alright. Come on. Big money. Give me a thing. Woo. Nope, no thing. I did get a scythe though. I got one of them. I think it was the red one that I got the first time I did this. So that was cool. But let me take some time to get some burning blossoms, I guess. That's still the only concert I went to without a family member there. What con and who did you see? Who was playing? You got me curious now. Actually, no, not Dorn. I'll go to... Actually... I'll go to Hallowfall. 3 Days Grace. I think I've heard of that. I think. Alright, so I just need to go to the hubs, if I recall correctly. I need a lot of blossoms though. But I could do this on multiple characters too, if I recall. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Not there. Aha. Do-do-do. Next. First concert was Rolling Stones, AC/DC, and a few others. There were very few concerts I've ever been to. The one that I remember most is this this punk ska band called Yellow Card. And they're kind of a California band. I saw them a few times, and then the other concerts I've seen were from BlizzCon. So thanks to BlizzCon, at least, I've seen Metallica. I've seen Linkin Park. I've seen Weird Al, and others who I don't recall as well. But yeah, funny enough, BlizzCon is how is where I got most of my musical consumption. Don't love big crowds, but I've seen you two a few times, including at the Sphere. Ooh, nice. This way. Hate people, but I like concerts. Interesting. That's an interesting take. Because I mean, a big part of the thing about being at a concert is sharing the vibe with others. Look, I listen to Taylor Swift, but I don't think I'd ever go to her concerts. It just seems scary. That's too much energy, way more than I can ever handle. Right, where's the other one? Here we go. Now, oh, there's more Paragon stuff. It's crazy, like how much rep you just accidentally get, especially if you're messing with multiple alts. Did I see Lysera from the one from BlizzCon? No, actually. I think I skipped out on it. I think we were hungry. No, I think we saw. I think we might have seen a little bit of it, but it wasn't particularly memorable. I don't think. If I did see, I don't think we did though. Oh no, I remember Kovacs. Yeah, I remember when I first heard of it. I'm like, oh, let me see what they're all about. I'm like, oh, they got catchy beats. I'm not huge on K-pop though. Like the other day, D was showing me this dude called something Dragon. I forget. Huge star. I'm like, and I look at him like, oh, it's just another pretty boy. She's like, yeah, he is just another pretty boy, but he's like huge. I'm like, oh, okay. Good for him. Have I watched K-pop Demon Hunters? No, I have not. Alice Cooper, Collective Soul, Aerosmith, and Heart. Nice. Weird Al is so underrated. Yeah, it was I thought it was fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at that was the only one where we stayed the whole time. All the other ones we didn't stick around. Mostly because we were hungry by the time we got to the end. I thought there were more people than this. Shit. Well, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, geez, dying. Oh, God. Yeah, it sucks not having the full team, but good luck, buddies. That's what kind of sucks about this particular brawl. Long queue for how short the matches end up being. We had like no healing. That was sad. We had one healer. And then, like, even me being up there means that's really sad. Oh well. Do your best, team. That verse, baby. Wait, 2.5, really? No, that's way more than what I think I have. No, I'm at 894, baby. Woo-woo. That's thanks to this PvP shield. Oh, that mage did his best, though. Poor guy. Oh, wow, you get a lot of random shit. Yeah. I get 2 Radiant Echoes, and... Wow, that's actually a lot of, what's it called? Shit. Valor Stones, if you want to turn it into that. Interesting. Anyway. I want to hop onto the Peter for a bit. If it's up. Let's see. Did I do the turn here? Okay, I did. So I've done all the turn-ins for Kazalgar, haven't I? Yes. Cool. So now... Just gotta do every other goddamn zone. I'll probably use an add-on for that one. Those comp performances were such an odd experience. Bands out there killing it with the crowd half dead. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those folks, they're just like me, just standing there, just kind of like bobbing to the music, and like that's it. Now, what was fun was when the Boston event. That band, I forgot what they were called. Shit. But they did a pretty good job of riling up the crowd. It's like there was like a whole pit up front, and people were in it. Oh yeah, Foo Fighters was there too. See, jeez, man. It's all good though. Even if the audience isn't vibing with it, the bands, they still play great. All right, so let's see what this delve's all about. I haven't tried it out yet. Oh, you know what? I think it's I think one reason why was I wanted to see if I can transfer my account data. That'll be useful. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. Then I can at least have some curios to sort of mess with, I hope. By the way, Caldan, thank you very, very much for subbing. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to spend today trying to do some stream-related stuff. I wanted to, like, try to fix... One, I want to fix the problem that I'm having with the sound and all that. But two, I think the streaming software that I have, they have, like, an official-ish dual stream setup that I can try out. And hopefully we'll see if it does better. I know the gear scaling's not up there, so I'm going to have to test that at low levels. Let's see, copy. So I'm gonna have to bring it down to like a 4 or an 8 or something like that to survive. Let that do its thing. Did I get a chance to check out the new curios? Nope, I have not. I have no idea what the curios are yet. Yeah, I do want to try them out, so then I can make a quick like overview. Hey guys, here's what's changing in Delves in season 3. So, but I haven't gotten there yet. Not with this thing delaying me. Curious about curios. That would make a nice title. All right, let's reload. You've only been to 2 BlizzCons, one that had Weird Al. I think that was one of the better ones. They were all good, but yeah, seeing the full Weird Al set, that was cool. I don't know if the account data actually transferred over, but we'll see. Looks like it did work. But will it really work? Okay, so that's what there's that weird one. Still no curios. Okay, well, never mind then. Deal with it. Speak with the Vault Warden. I'll recover what I can. Skim the surface of the untethered space, hurling forwards uncontrollably while taking reduced damage and becoming immune to roots and snares. Creatures you pass through are damaged by the energies. Okay. Cute. Energy condenser. Okay. Way gates. Whee! What's this? I picked up a purloined artifact. Okay. Deck of several things. Okay. So it's like, where's not Malagos? Where's Caligos in all this? Let's see what this actually does. So, woo! Well, that's a cute ability, I guess. Interesting how there are those items that you just walk over to pick up. I wonder if that's going to be like... I wonder if that's like an experiment. Like, do they want to make that a thing someday, where there are items that you just walk over and pick up? You don't have to loot. Okay, this guy is a little sturdy. See, this is weird as, you know, as what they're calling a delve, but I'm not in a delve. I'm in a dungeon. Straight up. I'm in a repurpose. I mean, I guess that's, you know, it's kind of cool that we're coming back here. They're sort of repurposing it, but I just find it weird from a, hey, it's supposed to be a delve standpoint. And I guess it's also like just this stretch here. And where'd Brown go? Yoo-hoo! There he is. I don't suppose there's a list of the curios, is there? I tried briefly looking at Wowhead to see if they had a list. I didn't see anything though. It still constantly get quest items wrong. Some are extra action buttons. Some you have to find in your. Oh, you mean like the extra? You mean quest abilities and stuff? Oh, slash items. It is kind of weird though, because like they have to like, because sometimes you need to loot the items that you're going to use. Other times it's just given to you as a power. Sometimes you only need to pick it up once and then it activates it. So, you know, they're all different. I see what you're saying though. Because then they'd have to handle it differently. Like instead of being an inventory thing, it would need to be a buff. Right? If you wanted to try to achieve like that sort of consistency. So oh, an actual thing to loot. Okay. I was wondering where like the actual treasury things are. Am I in combat? Supposedly I'm in combat? Oh, I saw something. Wait. Who dares strike me? An invisible beast. Okay, I don't know what it is though. Let's see. It is failed aspirant. I don't know where this failed aspirant is. Yep, don't see him. Oh well. And so angry on Mickey. Sheesh. Relax. And what's that thing? The One Ring. Wasn't that like some lootable item we had at some point? As much as I like that, it kind of it threatens to negate my Looterang. Even though I'm not using it at the moment. Still. Do I drop down? Ah. Maybe that wasn't the way to go. Let's try this again. So down I go. And then... oh, there was another thing. I had to go the other side. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so... now where do I go? Now I just go for the last guy, wherever he is. So go for Captain whatever. There he is up there. And so now I just make my way up somehow. Oh no, he's up there. What the shit? Okay. Oh, he's further up. Oh. So, I guess I'll go up here. Yeah. Sure. No, this is the entrance, isn't it? Like, where'd you go? I lost you. Okay, so he's down one level. Boop. I think when I tried to ESO, I didn't have to physically loot anything. I don't know if it was a premium sub perk, but it was weird for like 2 weeks killing stuff, just having to gold or whatever directly going into your bag. Ah. So I'll back up to this middle level. Then I can take on this guy. And somehow Brand's involved. Past 11. Any news? Nope, no news. Alright, so how's my damage looking so far? So far, my damage is looking like... definitely it's mostly mostly my tier sub bonus. Hammer and Anvil is just crushing. I'm gonna be sad when they nerf this set bonus because it's just too weird. It's like Blessed Hammer is like my hardest hitting button by miles. Well, I think Judgment is kind of busted too. It's not working right. Or Hammer and Anvil, it's not working right. It's only proccing off of Blessed Hammer and not Judgment, which is what it is originally supposed to proc. So it is kind of weird that all of a sudden Blessed Hammer is like my priority button over everything. Anyway. Alright, Brian, open her up. You treasure. Combats. Oh. Did I get a curio? There it is. Mono-tinted glasses. Brand dons mono-tinted glasses while in combat. Periodic increases his damage done. Dispelling the glasses will heal Brand for 25% of his maximum health and stun nearby enemies. The effect is automatically dispelled when Brand drops below 30% health, which prevents the stun from occurring. Cute. Okay. So I think I need to just do delves. Yeah. I'm gonna have to research. I guess that's the most manual way to do this, is just slam season 3 delves until I'm like done. And so I will. I just need to find a way out of here. And I have no Hearthstone toys. Excellent. Cool. Do I have my wormhole? I have no wormholes. Excellent. No way out. All right. So how will I get out of here? Well, I guess I can just fly back, I suppose. Yeah, let's do some delve research. I think there's like 6 curios for each thing. 1 utility, 1 combat, something like that. Now, I hope that I know the way back. I think I just go all the way through, right? And then somewhere here is a portal, I think. Look, I don't go through here, right? Oh, they are. Okay. Guess I will too. Yeah, they did change it. Ever Never. I forget how long ago exactly, but yeah, it's no longer like a forever thing. Cool Tiers 2.0. Who to what? Alright, let's just find easy delves. Or fast delves. I know these top ones are probably not that fast. Shoot, which ones would be fast? Now I'm thinking about it. I guess I'll check Halifal. Oh no, servers are going down. Fuck me. Never mind. There goes that plan. Thanks, Blizz. They knew. They're like, haha, no delve testing for you, sucker. Well, that'll be a thing to check out today. Later. For now, back to live. So I saw 1 combat curio. Not really my thing. You know, it's just Brand does better. Meh. I think there can be better ones than that. I will miss the pacifist rig though. That felt like a cheat code when it worked. But you know what I mean. Felt like a cheat code. To say if you have to fully explore all the original Coteras, this is like the second time our player hub has been a market. Like Coteras. Ah, that's what you mean. Got it. Alright. So where was I, kind of? I was gonna do... I can turn this in. Let's do that. Not that way, this way. And I did the bell thing already. Yeah, I did the bell thing already. Cool. When Joe was defeated and powering down, he mentioned we were not ready for what's to come. Do you think he was referring to Dementius or something else entirely? I think he was just trying to gaslight us. Okay, I don't, but I jokingly say that he's just trying to gaslight us into thinking, oh, we should be really scared of... You know, you're gonna regret defeating me because you needed me for something. That's it, though. I don't think it's anything serious. Alright. I still need to do the brawl, but I did get a little bit of stuff. So I'm now at... Well, I'm maxed out. I am at 1476. I need 1,000 more. 1,000 freaking more. Well, I guess in the meantime, I will queue up for the brawl again. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the disc fragment, or not disc fragment, the Sparks of War thing. That thing's just kind of a pain in the ass. But there is time walking, which I should probably do on the Druid. Yeah. That'd be a good idea. Ah, things to do, man. Things to do. Go for the shield, help out the Druid. Why can't I queue up for... Oh, you know what'd be awesome, dudes? It'd be awesome if we can queue up for, like, things on other characters at the time. That'd be kind of neat. You know, if I'm like on one character doing auction stuff, but I'm queued up to do time walking on another character, and then when the queue pops, the game switches me to another character. That's so lazy, but that would be really great, like right now. It'd be very convenient. What are your thoughts on the one-button rotation? Do you see yourself running raids with them on farm or fun nights? Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that tonight. Because I'm going to take this druid. I looked at the talents. I'm like, this might work. And I'm going to just go to town. He posted the curio list. Oh, yeah. I want to see it. All right. Why is it so hard to just look at? There we go. So it's only 2 combats and 5 utility stuff. Hatterang. Well, that's cute. Brand takes a hat out of his bag and throws it at a target, dealing medium damage and applying debuffs to targets. Possible debuffs include pain. That one's cute. Utility, Sands of Koresh. When Bran uses gathering tools, sands begin swirling around party members, granting crit up to 10 times. Dealing a crit creates a sand devil at the target's location for 6 seconds that periodically pulls enemies to its center. Can only occur every 45 seconds. That's kind of cool. That makes for some really good crowd control. Every 10 seconds during combat, you and Bran heal for 5% of the damage you've taken during that time. Every 10 seconds, you get 5%. Oh, that's piss. But these are all rank 1s. When a player dies, the Aegis grants them 2% damage reduction and bonus healing when taken on revivals. Okay, that's definitely a group thing. Damaging an elite at 80% or above, or an execute phase causes Bran to trigger the crystal's energies, reducing the elite's attack and casting speed by 10% for 30 seconds. Killing the elite while debuff is active grants the party a stacking haste buff. Oh, that's hella strong. Now, if it has like a high uptime, that means, you know, taking on bosses is like, this is like really strong. Yeah. Now, I wonder what the higher ranks mean. You know, is it going to increase the casting time? You know, their casting time, slow their attack speed or whatever? No. Audio amplification crystal. Bran's voice is amplified with arcane magic, causing his words to directly affect the party, potentially granting bonus max health, damage reduction, and everything. Wait. That's... So, hey guys, we know that you're really annoyed with Bran talking, but you know what? Here's a curio that awards you for putting up with it. Because it gives you more health, damage reduction, and haste, movement speed, healing damage, and more. And then Tailwind Conduits generates a burst of speed on existing combat. Generates a burst of speed on existing combat. Okay. Increasing your movement speed by 40% for 10 seconds in decays. Used in defensive while in combat, has gusts of wind surround you. Applying a shield for 8% for 8 seconds equal to 20% of your missing health. I like that crystal. I mean, that one seems like the most useful at the moment. That and the temporal decelerator. Like, that might be cool for taking on bosses and stuff. That is kind of funny, though. Currently, the sands buff is permanent even outside of delves. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, so just make Bran talk. That would be funny if the activation of this curio is dependent on him talking. And making him talk. I would find that extremely humorous. Because then you'd want to just stand in stupid shit. Or get yourself killed. All for the sake of getting him to talk more. That's kind of funny. But whatever the case, we do have a new build coming in, which is great. What more can we expect? I mean, hey, suddenly legendary. Someone was asking, hey, might there be a legendary thing? And there could be. I just doubt it, though. I'm thinking, nah. Let's see if there's any. Did I get my thing? I got my thing. Did I buy everything that I want? I'm pretty sure I did. I just wanted the helmet and like the cheap stuff, and like that's it. And I'm okay. I'm like slowly amassing a decent amount of stuff. And then so when the time comes, housing becomes a thing. I'm just going to only buy housing stuff for as long as I can get away with it. Focus on that, and like that's it. Fuck everything else. That's the plan. No, there's been no legendary so far. Which is funny because, you know, Dragonflight had 2, right? We had the two-hander and we had the Evoker legendary, which was neat. Still waiting for a shield, though. Still waiting for a shield. I just have doubts that we're gonna get one this time around because we're having everyone get an artifact, and that's cool too. Something nice to round out like the rest of the expansion, for however long that is. I find it, I'm very nitpicky on this, because a lot of folks, they'll come out and be like, oh, something borrowed power. I'm like, well, are you sure? Like, I don't buy into that particular rhetoric. Like, people will talk about the belt mostly. Oh my god, borrowed power is coming back. Is it really borrowed? I don't see it the same way, because the whole borrowed power era had, you know, there were a couple components to it. The biggest ones being it gets taken away. Hence, you know, why we came up with the term borrowed power. We borrow it, but then we give it back. That's how it was for artifacts. That's how it was for, that's how it was for the artifact weapons and legendary gear with Legion. It didn't quite happen with BFA, but it lived only in BFA zones, and still does, actually. Same thing with the Shadowland stuff. Like, some of that stuff still works in Shadowland stuff. But then in the case of, like, the Onyx Amulet and the belt and what have you, it's just gear. It's just gear that everyone gets. And that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. This is least powerful. It's just gear. It's just special event gear that everyone gets. And then you replace it when you feel like. It'd be curious if the belt continues to be a thing at midnight moving forward. No way. Nah. It's not even gonna, I don't even think it's gonna be a thing after this patch. Or at least, I'm not sure. I didn't see power-ups for the belt. I'll have to double, well, now that the PTR's down, I can't really say or do anything, but I didn't see any overcharged delves. But maybe it's because it's a build thing and it's just not there. So Boohoo having to keep up your character throughout the season. Should I turn that filter back on? The language is like high school shit, dude. When I see the belt, I immediately think either Common Rider or Power Ranger transformations. The belt looks like the waste of time. Tier sets are technically borrowed power, if you want to look at it like that, but we replace it before it gets deactivated for the most part. I mean, there is that moment when we get to the new expansion and then those are disables the old tier stats or whatever. Boo, kind of lame, but well. But yeah, the whole belt thing, I'm like, you know. But when people come up with a term, they run with it. Can't really shake it off. Nothing you can do about it. Can't police it. Surprised we didn't bring back the legendary cloak and the Heart of Azeroth. Imagine if they did. Imagine if they did. And they would have to do a lot with that. They would need to, well, one, bring it back, but they would also need to make it work so that way alts can immediately get access to it as well. But then also the Heart of Azeroth, a big part of the Heart of Azeroth was the Azeroth gear. So do you want to deal with the Azeroth gear as well? Do you want to deal with the slot locked neck? What's that gonna, and that's going to really suck for jewel crafters who are like, what's the point? I guess I'm just gonna make one ring and that's it. Never mind everything else. You know, what's gonna happen with tailors? It's like, oh, we can't make a cloak anymore. Okay, that's cool. But then JC would get hurt really bad. All right, let's see if we get a full group this time. Come on, baby. This time I'm gonna try to stay back. Ooh, I shouldn't have hit that. It begged to be hit though. See, this time I tried staying back. And what happens? The whole damn team gets nuked. Sheesh. Bah. Whoa. Just got mopped up. I didn't know what that lever did. It didn't help. Not bringing it back as a storytelling aid was a miss. We did all this indirect storytelling when we had a direct line to the world soul. I think one of the consequences of WoW storytelling is that we don't kill characters enough. We don't resolve characters enough and effectively like retire them. Like we leave them. We let these people stay alive for like so long, make them, and then we keep going back and asking, oh, well, what about this person? What about this person? But it also threatens to like recycle like the same ass stories too, because it's like, oh, we got to deal with Bran again. Okay, but of course, what are people saying mostly about War Within? I think reportedly War Within was almost done being written, and then Metzen came in and then broke up the story into like all these individual parts and fragmented them, so that way they can make room for like the other storylines and bring them all back together. So that's why the way that I interpret this, and we all have different takes, I get it. The way that I'm interpreting this is, you know, the first of the 3 episodes, and we're just kind of like getting some of the world building in place instead of getting like what is normally like a more complete feeling like expansion storyline. We're not getting that here. Again, he should have levered it alone. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Yeah, we have a little bit there, but you know, so we kind of lose that connection. I guess one thing to point out is we haven't heard the Radiant song, or we haven't heard of the Radiant song like doing much of anything. You know, it doesn't. It's one of those things that we, you know, the first cinematic that we saw, we see Thrall, we see Anduin, we hear the song, we see the big ass sword, but we haven't really seen any of that since, right? Do other MMOs kill their characters? Yeah. Now, not like their main cast. You know, I think of like Final Fantasy 14, and like, you know, you have like that fellowship sticking together like forever. What if the Radiant song was a Rickroll? It was just Azeroth gurgling. She was just having a day. You know how it is. World Soul. Mighty, you know, immortal being, but sometimes you just got the runs and you, yeah. Heartburn. Heartburn gets you, man. It ruins your day. It just drags everything down. Azeroth be like that sometimes. Now, I guess one thing about the cloak and Azerite and stuff is that the planet stopped bleeding. For the most part, right? So, how do you bring that back? Unless the planet's still bleeding. Or if you could just mine it. It's like mining scabs. You can't say, well, it doesn't kill. No. I'm not saying that they don't. But they don't do it enough, I don't think. Or like they don't retire their characters. I guess Thrall's like the biggest offender of that. He could have stayed away. He could have just stayed away. And been like, you know what, I'm just gonna do the family thing now. But no, something, you know, people like us, we can't stay away, blah, 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 blah. And that's kind of a prophetic thing. It's like, nope. The only way, you don't leave the club. You don't leave except in a body bag. Boop. It's possible that something is preventing us from getting more of the song. I think that little bit of context would have helped. I'm not pulling the lever. Not this time. Not this time. Not that I've mentally checked out, but I'm really eager to go to the Arathi Empire. I want to go through the rest of this, for sure. I want to go to Silvermoon, I want to see what they do with the updates to Northrend and other spots, but I really want to go to the Arathi Empire. And I want to fight. Yeah. Just gonna hope for the best. I will bop that dude and just try to kill shit, I guess. Now I found a deal. Took me long enough. Oh. Oh, the Shevlock. Why is this thing following me? Oh, it's meant to follow me. Oh, that's a shadow boost. Nah, never mind you. I think we're winning, dudes. Yeah! Woohoo! Oh, is there a bitch ass hiding? Oh. Did he just shadow meld and hope for the best? Yay! Okay, was I effective? Yeah, look at that healing, baby. Woo! I helped. Alright, anyway. Now, what might be preventing us from hearing more of the song? A ball gag. That'll do it. What else? Or maybe she got tired and she just needs to nap now. She's like, yo, I've been groaning and like singing for like a while now. I'm tired. I'm tired. Or it's like, you know, all the machines that Azeroth's world soul is hooked up to, it's like it finally kicked in and put her back to sleep. You think the Wrath of the Emperor will be in the Midnight trailer? I'm hoping we get more Scarlet content in Midnight. Nah, I don't think so. Not yet. I think, who knows? They might start encroaching on that, but I don't want to go to the Empire until the saga's over. Jimmy has fairly good theories about what happens on the outro of War Within and intro of the Midnight because of the info we got from the PTR. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at much yet. It's all speculation, Mort. I'm curious. What have they been saying? It's all theories, so it's not. I don't think it's a spoiler. Do we really have to do those echo events for coffer keys to learn more about the song from Azeroth? Not that I know of. It's just gameplay mechanics, not story stuff. Like, I don't think we really learn much. Conquest! So now I'm 100 points, 100 things closer. So now I'm at 1600. So I need 900 conquest. Oh boy. 900 conquest before the end of the season. I could do that. I can do that. I still haven't tried doing any rated battlegrounds though. So like, how long are queues? If there's anyone who can speak to this, how long are these queues? You said she stopped singing. No, I'm just saying we haven't heard about the song at all. Not that she stopped singing, just that no one's talking about it in Quest anymore. You know, like there's no dude on the street being like, oh my god, she won't shut up, you know, nothing like that. Or no banter between the main characters being like, so you hear the song? Yeah, I just tune it out now. It's no big deal. I just ignore it. Alright, so 20 minutes. I know what I can do in 20 minutes. I can see if I can find... No. I know. I'm gonna look up Midsummer shit. Yeah. Midsummer. This looks good. That's Blizzard doing all these fake 0.5. Okay. Hyper obvious thing happens at the end of the raid. Zell takes the hard back with part of Dimensius's essence. Oh, is that like a confirmed thing? Yeah. I figure. Like, thanks, buddy. Hey, they dropped the main story for months. Are you new? Remember how it was before these seasons, dudes? Yeah, that's how it's been, buddy. Anyway, Midsummer Shack. Handy notes. Midsummer. Do. Not this badly. I mean, the thing is, we have the opportunities to get different story, and so they're giving it to us, but the gaps haven't changed. You know, it's really like the seasons that bring us like the new stuff. Or, you know, the major raid tiers and all that. Oh, baby. Okay, so where should I go first? I'll go to Dragon Isles first. I'll go backwards. Fall about the bait move that is corrupting the sun with void. Yeah, I think that's been like the prevailing theory even well before this, right? Let's start here. I would have figured that the Sun Owl would be used as a way to propel her deeper down into the world soul. Okay, so where are the markers? There were markers, right? Yeah. So there are markers here. But, oh, I barely see them. Okay, hold on. I forgot how to configure this thing. No, that's all the things. I think I need to go here. Map pin size? Like, just make it like that big, maybe? Okay, they're bigger there, but I want to see them like. Yeah, I could have swore that I can make these like bigger somehow, and I thought there were options that I can mess around with here. Did they take that away here? That'd be kind of bummer. Yeah. Because otherwise I would just use map pins to find all these. Yeah, because they're not showing up. Yeah, not those, not those, not those. I'd rather have the 0.1, 0.2 storyline and keep going with the main plots and just have longer gaps. The 0.5 and 0.7s don't really do anything, just kind of like speed bumps. And I mean, that's kind of what we have, right? So, you know, you just do the 0.1 story and then you stop playing or ignore it and then wait for the 0.2 and then same thing, right? So, in a way, you have that. Just ignore the things you don't care about. Maybe it's this add-on that's not. No, I thought Handy Notes like does good on this sort of stuff, or was it here on a mini map?
Bigger icons. Will that work? No. They don't show up at all. Yeah, so there we go. So there's like the big icons that I want to see, but it's still not showing up the way I want it to. So why is that? Maybe I'll just try a different thing. I'll try this one. It feels super diluted. I don't know what to tell you. It's funny because there are different critiques going on out there, you know, from people who are like, oh my god, why does Blizzard not talk about what's going on elsewhere in the world? They only care about like what's going on in the immediate zone or in the immediate expansion, and they ignore everything else. Oh my god. And so here we go. This is them listening to that sort of feedback. Okay, Summer Festival's there, but is it gonna show up? I could have swore there were like options here on the map where I could like edit some shit. But it's like not here. I wonder if these are in the way. Oh, that would be awful. But I don't think that's the case. I just remember there being like more options there. And I don't know why. Oh well. I guess I'll go do the old school thing and just give me a list of waypoints. Give me all the things. Let's see. Where is that waypoint button thing? There it is. This one. Is it import? I thought it was a quick thing. Oh, no, not that. So do I just leave those up? Or do I... Ooh, this is like, this changed. Let's see. Well, I guess that worked. Oh, you know, there's another add-on that I wanted to try. Shoot. Since I'm here. I'm obviously not going to be able to get much done right now, but... something about map pins. If I just type in pin, will that work? So... not map pin distance, not map pin enhance. It was something kind of new. Like, it looked pretty cool. I'm like, ooh, I'll try this out. And then I totally forgot. Wait, was it Waypoint UI? Let's see. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so let's try this guy out. A lot of people were upset with Garrow wanting peace between Stromguard and Hammerfall. I mean, that's okay.
Like, does she want war? Or should she want war? Ooh, weird bug. Oh, very weird bug. Oh no, nothing's working right. Ah. Okay, nothing's working right. All right, let's try logging out. I guess people were very mad because she's very pro-war or something. Well, she's very anti-light, Draenei, that sort of stuff, but otherwise, was it that bad? No, I think she got... Well, I'd like to know more of the Maghar story stuff. I mean, one thing that sucks, something that I pointed out in some reply to a comment, it's clear that the story, or at least the factions, for the most part, the leadership, they don't really care for like having open total war again. And I can see how it got there. Problem is, the story didn't take us for a ride through that process or through that change. We didn't get to change along with them. They just had a time skip. And otherwise, we experienced a story that wasn't related to the faction conflict or the lack of faction conflict. We didn't experience any of that because we were busy doing Shadowlands stuff. Okay, so how does this work? So it's just a different looking thing there. And that's it. And then I have numbers, and that's it. That's, well, it's all right so far. To just say customer giving feedback about the direct of the game for the past 3 years is pissy children. Huh? Yeah, I don't get what you're saying at all. Heartland's audio short explained that, but then people complain about that and themselves. Now I'm talking about like taking us through a quest line or taking us through like a longer narrative over a longer period of time, not just like in game, but I'm talking about like slowly normalizing the idea that the factions aren't having at it. So like imagine if during the events of let's pretend, what if during the events of Dragonflight and Shadowlands, what if there was a 0.5 and a 0.7 patch or something like that, where we revisit what's going on with the factions and we slowly start to get used to this idea of they're not trying to kill each other? Because what we got with Shadowlands, we got nothing, and then we got a time skip, and then we got Dragonflight, where all of a sudden you have the Dragon Scale Expedition, where you have the Horde and Alliance working together, and like that's kind of like what we got. We had like this kind of skip where suddenly like these characters are working together. Like what if there was like some quest lines where you're seeing the formation of the Dragon Scale Expedition, or you know, these kinds of people who might look at each other like with hostility, and then it kind of softens up, and then they start to become like this kind of like loose friendship, rivalry, that sort of thing. I think that would have helped. But we don't get that as players. We're just told off, you know, what happened off screen. And where am I going next? I'm going to the plains. Too bad this add-on doesn't work together with this new add-on and give me like labels. Or maybe that's a thing. Yeah, I'll have to explore this add-on a little bit. It was a reply to you. Oh, I guess I missed what Mort said. Ah! Ooh, okay, that that kind of deceived me. It like disappeared, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm here. Nope, nope, not here yet. Oh wait, I know that Unki is like super behind on chat. Yeah. Anyway. All right, a couple more spots. There's a chance that I might return, that I might come back onto stream some more. I'll be doing more like messing around with stream settings and all that to see if everything works right and to figure out the whole sound thing. I'm still not sure what's going on there, but I'll figure it out. Maybe I just need to restart OBS and like that'll be it, but it's just acting kind of funny. Actually, I'll go to the span first. Yeah. I just can't find the one. There it is. Oh, how weird. So, hold on. Okay, so there's the waypoint, and I'm off screen, but I don't see the thing. I could have swore there's like an arrow that shows you where to go. So let me turn this off real quick, because if it doesn't show that arrow, then I think this add-on needs a bit more, needs to cook for a little bit longer. Okay, so there's the button, and yeah, so I see the button there, and did I miss that? Let's look one more time. I'm known to be blind, so let's double check a little bit more. Okay, so there's the waypoint again, and I'm going to go off screen, and yeah, there's no arrow. Yeah, that kind of throws me off. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to play with this a little bit more and see what else this thing's capable. Because visually it looks cool. It's a little bit more defining, but at the same time, because this thing overlays, and it's not like a genuine 3D thing, what would be cool? So here's what would be cool. And this would, unfortunately, Blizzard would have to do this. Like, UI can't do this, or add-ons can't do this. I want to see like this beacon of light actually display on the world. I don't think that's going to happen though, because that kind of opens the door for other kinds of features that could do something like that, and that easily creates a problem for, I'm sure Blizzard would have a problem with having waypoints that could be drawn onto the world, because that sort of directs people to, that kind of reminds me of like other add-ons that aren't like pings, but you know, other add-ons that try to automate, and yeah, I don't think that'll work out. So this would be cool if at least they were to limit this to map pins, so we can see like a big beacon in the sky that'll show us like where to go. There's an off-screen nav. It's just super small. Okay, I want to see it. Okay, so there's the thing, and then I don't see where it is at all, dude. So like there's the icon, and then it's like there on the side, and then off I go. But I don't see it anywhere. Maybe there's a setting. I'll take a few moments to like look at this some more. Okay, so ooh, look at this. It's a snazzy looking UI. Okay, so waypoint. Enable for all. Show extended info. Yeah, let's see what that does. All. Appearance. Size. Minimum. Maximum. Show the beam. Transparency. Size. No audio. Alright. Oh! I found it. Okay, so off screen. Okay, I still don't see an off screen one, dude. Let's go. Show me my travel time. Okay, you got travel time. Of course, not a name because that's a separate add-on. Yeah, it's the accuracy is kind of off to me, but oh well. It's good, but I think I'd like to see it possibly like give me more information, but it doesn't seem like that's an option. The advanced tool, map pin enhanced, seems to like still do like a lot more. Especially because I can make multiple waypoints. To me, this is like just massive. Being able to set up multiple waypoints like this is like sweet. Anyway, so it is lunchtime. I wasn't checking that on. Ah, deceptive. Anyway, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna be heading out. I still want to try to. This is a tough write-up talking about like things to do in WoW. So I want to take my time doing it, make sure it's good. But I also want to maybe come back and check it, fiddle with stream settings. So I might be back, for all we know. Otherwise, though, I'll see you guys for the next thing. You guys take care of yourselves, and yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay